Hey everybody, it's Shannon, the Soda Stitcher with Migs. Isn't she getting so long and sweet and cuddly? She just had a bath yesterday. So she's supposed to get a haircut in thank you for the lick. A haircut in a month, but we changed it for March because our grooming lady is going on maternity leave, so her next haircut won't be till July. And I'd rather have her longer in the winter than the hot summer, so she's just so cute. Well, say hi everybody. Do you miss me so very much? You do, don't you? You miss everybody too? It's very, very, very cold here in Minnesota this past week, and so she feels a little chilly right now. Jeff just had her out. Your poor paws feel so chilly. We were putting sockies on her. I think I talked about that in Flossmas, but I think she might have caught one of her dew claws, so her one foot is very sensitive and she doesn't want anything to do with sockies, so we just make it fast out there. And if she's having a hard time finding a poop spot, then we bring her in, let her feet warm up, take her out, bring her in, or I'll pick her up and then I'll put her down. Yeah, anyways, so all right, let's go let you out. Come on, Megs, go by Dad. Go by Dad. All right, so anyways, itchy nose. Sorry. I'm here today for a WIP parade. I haven't done one yet. I did one, gosh, my very first video was a WIP parade back in maybe July. So I'm doing a WIP parade, and then I have my WIPGO board, which is a little scribbles. I was just pulling out all of my projects in chronological order, and I have them here in a laundry basket. And I was updating my WIP spreadsheet because I had a couple things that weren't even on there. I didn't have some dates on there. So it took me about an hour to kind of get organized before I even started this, but it's good. It's kind of nice to do that once or twice a year. So as I go through, I'll start in chronological order. And I have the ones that are highlighted there on my WIPGO board this year. Now with my WIPGO board, I have it set on what I want to work at, but some of them I put finishes and I can't remember where the heck I am with them. So I might be changing some of the goals as we go, but I don't think I'll be changing any of the projects. So I am going to, I gotta move my work keyboard out of the way. I'm standing at my sit-stand desk because I thought it'd be easier to move around. As I do them, I can put them away. But I'm filming on my phone because I have my MacBook right here, so I have my list. So I can just have all the stats that I need. Might take a little bit to go through this. I'm going to take them out of the bags, put them back, and then put them over there just because otherwise it'll stress me out to have a mess. So little couple stats. I had 45 WIPs going into the new year, December 31st, at 45 WIPs. One has since been completed that was called on my WIPGO board, and I'm super excited, so I'll show you guys that as well. And if you watched my last video, I'm doing KitGo. So actually, no, I take that back. I had 44 WIPs going into the new year. One completed, one started. So sorry about that. So my KitGo board, I did start one that's on here. That'll be my very last WIP I show. And yeah, which I just remembered that WIP is out in the living room. So when I get to that point, once I get through this basket, I'm gonna have to pause and swap out these and pull more off my shelf. So I'll go grab it then. Anyway, you didn't need to know those details, but I'm just rambling. So let's get started. My very first WIP, you guys have all seen, it was started on March 6, 2013. Now this was before 2019, mid 2019. Actually, it was like September 2019 is when I got back into stitching. And so I will, well, first let's show you my finish. So Gather Here by Hello from Liz Matthews. I just finished that. That was on my WIPGO board, number 2. and 19 were called this month. 2 was the Gather Here, and it was a finish. I was getting real close, and I did already finish that. I'm super excited that I already ordered a frame because I have the perfect spot that I want for this, so to put this, so I'm super excited. All right, it's called Gather Here. Complete. Sorry, I'm scrolling back in my spreadsheet here. Okay, Gather Here by Hello from Liz Matthews. I started that on 3/26/2021. I don't know if you guys remember, but this I started days before I got COVID, and I didn't pick it back up until this fall. I picked it up for a little bit and then I just finished it. It kind of was like a PTSD thing. I associated working on this with COVID. But I finished it. I'm so excited. It is stitched on 36 count color and cotton cottage stone with the called for flosses, which are the Thread Gatherer Silk and Colors Smokestack. And here is my finish. I love it so much. So it's long and narrow. It's going to go under my big clock in my living room. We have like a little frame shelf. It's gonna fit on there perfectly. It's gonna be centered on there. It's going to be gorgeous, and I'm so excited. So I can't wait to get the frame. I ordered my frame from Custom Frame Solutions, which I really love to order from there. So bring it up closer. I know it's see-through, but that's okay. Guess who's whining at the door, you guys? She might want in again. This might be a theme through this WIP parade, but you guys missed her, so you probably don't miss it, right? Or worry, or you probably aren't mad about it. That's what I was trying to say. Come on. She's bringing her Trans-Siberian Orchestra ball. Get it. Here. Let's show them your ball. Oh, she dropped it. We're not playing ball right now. Oh, but she wants to. You're crazy. Mom's busy. Okay. Whew. I got hair in my face. Okay. So my first WIP that's still a WIP is Aurora Cabin Dimensions Gold Collection. You guys have seen this a lot. Like I said, March 6, 2013. Is when I started that. It's in this bag that's made by Becky Nolan of Lucy Beam. She has a Facebook group that she sells them on, and this is where I'm at. Last year I did work on it. I did it for 1 month of 25/7, so I did get some progress. This one was on my WIPGO board, then I took it off. Now I'm thinking I want to put it back on. I think I might put it back on because I love it and I really need to finish it. Yes, I just made my mind taking it out. See, this is a thing when I take them out, I feel like I'm going to be like, maybe I should work on that. Make a note here. Okay. So that is WIP number 1. I'm not gonna say the order. All right, WIP number 2 is, sorry, my sorting is off. Let me see. I'm sorry. I hope there's not gonna be a ton of delays, but I'm sure you're stitching. Something's messed up with my spreadsheet. I'm going to pause. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. For some reason, I marked this one as complete, so it wasn't showing up on my WIP list, and I was just like, okay. Next one is from Cross Stitcher Magazine. Started, actually, I got back into cross stitching in August, so it was not September, it was August, now that I sorted correctly. This one is Cross Stitcher Magazine. It's the Frida Kahlo portrait, and it is this one. And I don't have that on WIPGO. I don't know, it's not really priority. I love it, but this is how far I am. bring it back. Isn't that freaking incredible? Gosh, now I want it on my WIPGO board. Ah, this is gonna be a common theme. Yeah, that's super cool. I love it. Stitching on white Aida of some sort, 16 count white Aida. I think that was what it was called for because there's beads on it, and then called for DMC. And then I don't know if I bought the beads or not yet, but we'll see when I get back to it. All right, next is Starry Night Hade by Heaven and Earth Designs. Started this on September 4th, 2019 on 18 count easy grid. And that is all I'm at. I really should get back to this. I think it's just the regular one. Let me see. I think I have it printed in here. I think it's just the regular one. Oh, it's a request a size, so I don't know. Somebody must have requested a size, but that's the one. Just up here. I kind of got back to when I started Farewell to Anger, I kind of put this on the back burner, but I really should get it out. And I didn't buy, back then it was like I didn't have, like, literally my second start. Well, maybe I finished something, I don't even remember, but so I didn't buy all the flosses for it. I was just taking on my collection, but I know it's a lot of blue. So all right, next is on my WIPGO board, and I have it as a finish. Let's see what it looks like. It is Handmaid's Tale by Wild Violet Cross Stitch, and this is what it looks like. And this is where I am. I am using 16 count Picture This Plus Legacy with Ribbon Red as a color, and then I'll probably just, I think I'm going to use B5200. But this is where I am. You know, this bottom part will go fast. I mean, really, I just have part of the house, the tree on the other side, but then I have her big bonnet. But you know what? I think I can finish it. And I don't know if you guys recall last year when I did work on it last year, I changed the female, I pulled it out and I put her in a green dress like the wives of the commanders are in, and I really like that. So I honestly think I could do a finish. I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes of the latest season, so I don't know, I get kind of anxious with that show, so I just need to watch the last season and pull this out, and I do think I can get it done. So I didn't tell you, but all of my WIPGO goals this year are yearly goals. They're not monthly goals. Even though I finished Gather Here this month, they are yearly goals, because monthly goals last year, that's why I quit. I just had too much going on. All right, next is the Snow Village series by Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, Handmaid's Tale, I started on September 26, 2019. Country Cottage Needleworks Snow Village series, I started, I know this was a sale, but I don't remember when. Started October 12, 2019, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares left, I believe, or 5 squares left, maybe. It says 6, but I felt like I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 6 left. So I do have this as a finish. I have it for 2 WIPGO squares, 1 for 3 blocks, and then I gotta change the other one to 3 blocks. I put 2. And these can be stitched up in a couple days, so I have no worries that I will finish it. So that is where I'm at. I am using the called for 16 count Country French Rain with, I have the, with the kitted colors. I bought it as a kit, I believe, back then. So I think I can finish that easily, and then once I'm done, I do have to do all the back stitch too, so maybe that's a lofty goal. I don't know, but I'm certainly gonna try. I mean, I'm not one of the WIPGO people that does it to treat myself, because quite honestly, I buy what I want when I want. So I'm not treating myself. It's just more of like, for me to just really try to get things done or progress on some things. So if I don't quite get done with like stuff like this, fabric is fraying. I should zigzag that. If not, then I just put on WIPGO for finish next year, but I will do my very best. Okay, next is Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs. I bought this and started it when I was at the Stitchery Nook in Osage, Iowa, 11/16/2019, and I have a horribly little tiny start. That's it, and this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I love the fabric. 28 count blue spruce linen. And that is where I'm at with that. I was going to, so Aurora Cabin, and I changed Aurora Cabin to this, but now I think I'm changing back to Aurora Cabin, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I want to change my WIPGO board, I can change it. It's mine. All right, next is Little House Needleworks Through the Woods. Let's see, started on 11/21/2019. I'm using, what is this fabric? I think this is Country French Rain. I am almost positive it's Country French Rain in the linen. That was, the Snow Village was in Ada. So I'm pretty sure that this is that, and that's how far I am. And I do have this on my WIPGO board for a finish. Yep, a finish. Well, I actually think that might be achievable because I'm probably halfway done with that snow, and those trees and stuff will go pretty quick. So I actually think I can finish this year. Wish me luck. Alrighty. Alright, next is Farewell to Anger. You guys have seen that this year. I did 40 hours of the 100 hours for the fundraiser for Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women, to Spirit and Girls, I think, if I'm saying that right. I did, like I said, I put this on 25 count Easy Grid Lugana. I started it on January 1st, 2020. Two Martini Stitcher, Jan Hicks, they were hosting a sale, but I restarted it and I can't remember why. I don't know if it was different fabric or something, but I did restart it on April 23rd, 2020, and this is where I'm at. And I don't have a picture. I'll try to remember to put one up in here. If not, I'm pretty confident you guys all know what Farewell to Anger looks like, so that is where I'm at with that. You know, I have really lofty goals to try to get a Haid done in my lifetime. We'll see. There's one coming out. Well, I have flosses and a bag for Beachcomber's Bounty. It's a sea glass beachcombers one because I love beachcombing. Little tangent. We were supposed to go to Puerto Rico the first week of February. That got canceled. We just canceled our flights this week. And I was supposed to go on a beach sea glass hunting kind of event type thing, and anyways, it got canceled. COVID is horrible in Puerto Rico right now. They are astronomical numbers for this little island, and governments closing things down, mask mandates, you know, all the documentation we would need to go into the country, even though it's a U.S. territory, which is fine, we can do all that, but the kind of thing that was just, A, we don't want to get COVID and go where it's really bad, obviously, but B, it sounds like maybe the United States is requiring a negative test coming back into the country, but our friends who live there, they said there's no tests, or it's hard to get tests, and we're not willing to chance anything, so we canceled. Maybe postpone for a few months, maybe next year, we're not quite sure, but so that was a little tangent. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Next is Hands Across the Sea sampler, Jane Marshall, 1857, 16 count. Picture This Plus Legacy, Mrs. Sata's Silk Pack. And you know, I haven't been telling my bags. This bag is from Made by Mama Joan. Made by Mama Joan. I can't remember. Made by Mama Joan, Made by Mama Joan. And this one is from my friend Stitching Oceans by Lisa. She made me a special 13 by 13 to fit a big... All right, sorry about that. This next bag is in my bag from a friend. She's from New Zealand or Australia. Claire Bear 610310 on Instagram. She was the one that sent me her pattern of Christmas garden, and she sent this with it too. So anyway, I am using, this is Jane Marshall. That was a fundraiser when all the fires were in Australia. And like I said, I'm using Mrs. Sata's silks. They're a mess. And this is where I'm at. I feel like I'm far, but I'm not. I have that big bottom to do. And I put on here, nope, I didn't have it on here. I was thinking I was gonna put it on here, but I ended up not doing that. I'm in no hurry about this one, but it'd be nice to get it done someday. Okay. This is a narrower bag, hard to zip. All right. Next is Baby It's Cold Outside, Heartstring Samplery in another bag by Stitching Oceans by Lisa. This is, we all have seen this before, done as a salad memory of Leanne from Lost in Floss. Done on 18 count Be Stitch Me Toast with called for colors, and that is all I got done. I love this fabric though, it's pretty. I don't know why I don't work on it. I love it, and I love that saying, but we'll see. If it's still here next year or in July, I might make some decisions on quitting it. All right, next one is Ink Circles, Reflections of New Orleans. Started on Fat Tuesday of 2020, February 25th. Stitched on 16 count Be Stitch Me Granite with Threadworks in the Mardi Gras colors, and honestly, I hate stitching on this. I don't know why. It is definitely not something that I took it out for like a couple minutes. When, I don't know if you remember, I had a really good friend that lives in Houma, Louisiana, and this last hurricane that they had was very, they had a lot of damage. It was horrible for that town, and so I pulled it out. I was going to work on it some, and I put in a couple stitches. I don't know why. I don't like working on it, so I don't know if I will ever finish it. I will make some decisions later, but this might be a UFO. If it is, I'll probably sell it as a UFO with the pattern in these. Maybe. Oh, bag is by the 805 Stitcher. She found a bunch of New Orleans fabrics and made some bags for me. So I love those. All right, next is Cardinal Points by the Gentle Art, or with Long Dog Samplers with the Gentle Arts, all stitch in Gentle Arts. This one was a sale started by Two Martini Stitcher, Long Dog Leap Day sale, February 29th, 2020, with the hopes of getting it done by February 29th, 2024, the next Leap Day. I did work on this some this year, and this is where I'm at. All the called fors of Gentle Arts and 18 count white Aida. Yep, 18 count white Aida. And I do really like this. I didn't put it on WIPGO. I had it on WIPGO for last year, but I didn't for this year, and I'm not sure why, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get it done by then. I don't know. It's 2022, so we still have some time. So much to love bag. All right, next is Kringles. I do have this on my WIPGO board for 2 blocks. Yes, 2 blocks. We all know what Kringles looks like by Little House Needleworks. Started on April 1st, 2020. Called for everything, 30 count Parisian gray. And this is what I have done, and I love this. I'm excited to get a couple more blocks on this year, maybe more. Who knows? We'll see. That's where I'm at. I have part of the roof and 2 blocks. Maybe I will add 2 blocks and the roof, maybe. That would be cool, because then that whole top will be done. I might change that to that, because I've got over half of the roof done, so yes, I think I might do that. I'm gonna write that right now. Plus roof. I am finding that I have become quite the fast stitcher now. Because my back and neck are so bad, I am always using my lap stand now, and I 2-handed stitch, so it's super fast compared to before. All right, this next one I think I'm going to UFO, because I have no desire to work on it ever. Long Dog Sampler Spangled, and it is on 36 count white 36 count white linen, and that's all I have, and I literally don't have any desire to work on it, so I think I'm going to keep this one out, and it's going to be a UFO, because I just know I'm not going to work on it. I just have no desire to stitch all those stars at all. So that one's going on the floor, so I can rip that out and reuse that fabric, hopefully. All right, next is, I'm gonna mark that as UFO on here. Next is With Thy Needle and Thread, Project Quarantine. It was released at the beginning of the quarantine. I started it May 2nd, 2020. This is what it looks like. And I have on here for it to be a finish. Maybe, I think I can do it. I have the 2 girls, the H and home. Yeah, that's gonna be no problem at all. I'm definitely gonna finish that this year. All right. This is in a, oh, that last one was this big by 805 Stitcher. All right, this one is by Stitchy Notions from Lisa. I had bought a couple, I have another pattern, but I bought some Minnesota fabric, sent it to her, and she made me a couple bags. So that I have no doubt will get finished this year. Next is Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. Started, I don't know what fabric that was. Oh wait, you know what, it might be on here. I bought it from Stitchville. They mailed it to me, and they cut the fabric especially for it. Nope, it doesn't say. I can't remember what it was. That's okay. Some sort of a linen. I don't even know what the count is. Maybe it's called for. Patriots Blue Arner. I don't think it was, but I do think it's 36 count or 32 count. I don't know. That doesn't matter to me. I try to remember to put that, but okay, next is Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. I put on here Project Quarantine, or I mean, let's see, Emily's House 10 hours. And I love this so much, and I've only got a teeny tiny start. So definitely 10 plus hours. The 10-hour ones, if I'm feeling it, I'll keep working on it. But I don't remember what fabric this is. Let me see if the tag is in here. I think it's the called for. I am almost positive. Oaken. It is 36 count Oaken. If you hear noises, my husband's actually doing some cleaning. He's cleaning ceiling fans and stuff in the living room, which is right behind here, and he's such a good guy. He does a lot of those deep cleaning crap that I hate doing. All right. Call for colors, call for everything, because they are amazing. Next is Lindy Stitches, a Stitch for Sweet Freedom. This bag was made by the Pineapple House Cassie. It was a fundraiser, but I don't remember it for. I think something for Africa, if I remember correctly. Love that bag. All right, Stitch for Sweet Freedom I have on the WIPGO board for finish, and I started this June 1st, 2020. I don't think I'll have a problem with finishing it, because really all I have left is this side. I have some of the words done, but I think that will be no problem to finish. So yeah, excited to have that one done. I love her. She's so cute. Yeah. Okay. Next is Halloween Ouija by the Tiny Modernist. Started June 14th, 2020. He's definitely using Murphy's Oil soap because I can smell it through the bed. We have in-floor heat, so we don't have our furnace on in the winter, but because it's so cold, our windows were getting frosted up, full of condensation and frosted, so we have the fan on circulating the house. It's definitely pulling it through. Anyway, this is Halloween Ouija, and it was a sale. Some of them were like parts were released. It's on the called for color, I know that. It is Jobelin, Witchelt Jobelin. It says on here, it says 14 count Jobelin Ada. That is not what this is. This is Jobelin, but it's not. Well, maybe is it Jobelin Ada? I've never heard it called that. In Sandcastle, and I think I got like a 32 count or something, and this is where I am. I love this too. I don't know, I'm not in any hurry to work on it. It's not hugely my style, the cutesiness of it, but I don't think it's one that I would like abandoned. I just don't have it. Hi, Meg! I just don't have any urgency to work on it. Did Daddy just let you in here? This bag is by, this must be the 805 Stitcher too. I'm pretty sure that's her thing, but it doesn't have the, normally she has a thing on here.
still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. You
Can I
can
start
come
the
in.
vacuum cleaner up or not?
Should be okay.
Okay.
If not, I'll come tell you to stop. I'm gonna cut this part out.
I can wait.
Okay, yeah, I'll be probably another 45 minutes.
Alright, I'm just gonna clean the wood.
Alright, sounds
this
good.
side here, so you might hear some scrubbing here a little
That's
bit.
okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Red R Sampler is next. Started on June 19th, 2020. Hello for Liz Matthews, and I was hosting a sale on this, and I'm a horrible hoster. 36 count toasted coconut, called for NPIs. And this is what this looks like. And this is where I am. I don't know why he's cleaning the woodwork on the outside of the door, so you might be hearing that. All right, and I think this one's beautiful. It's not my favorite to stitch on though. I don't know why. Maybe because the fabric is so light, but I didn't want to rip everything out, and you know, it's fine. I will finish it someday because it's beautiful. I did have it on WIPGO a couple times last year, so I did put some stitches in last year. Made by Mama Joan Bag. I think a lot of the ones that are florally like this are old Blackbird fabric. She posts those every so often. All right, next is Trimming the Tree by Bendy Stitchy. I think I'm gonna UFO this. Well, not UFO it, but I think I'm gonna restart it because I don't necessarily love, this is Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof. Oh, upside down. That's all further I got. So I don't know. We'll see what I think about that one. I do think I'm gonna restart it on something else though. I think I like it with the blue background better. So actually I'm going to throw that down there and change that. All right, next is also on my WIPGO board for Christmas Garden, finished pages 1 and 2. So that's Christmas Garden. This is the chart that I got from Claire Bear. And pages 1 and 2 go to about, I think here, maybe, somewhere in there. I did work on this in December for Christmas, and I love stitching this, and I got a lot of progress. It's stitched on 32 count weeks dye work linen in the color linen. And that is where I'm at. I love this. So yeah, let me see where that goes. Yes, it goes to the bottom of this Cardinals. That's page 1 and 2. So I want to finish that top part this here. And I definitely think I can do that. My conversion again is Gloriana. Just pull them out so I can show you. Gloriana and a Versoix. So this is Old Gold by Gloriana, Thistle Green, Jacaranda, and then a Versoix. This is called, I'm trying to remember, something Reds. I can't remember, but that is my color conversion. All right. So pages 1 and 2 on that. It was funny, I was telling my husband I was gonna record my WIPs, and he was talking about, he used to, previous to the last, so when we lived in Minnesota and moved to Michigan, he worked in the foundry industry as, first as a safety professional and then as a human resources director. And he said when the castings are poured before they're ground and ready to go to the supplier, they're called WIPs. So he knew exactly what I was talking about. That was pretty cool. That was started on July 1st, 2020. I don't know if I said that. Next is Little House Needleworks, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, started on July 24th, 2020, and I specifically remember I started this on the day that the twins started playing again because of the pandemic. So this is what it looks like. I love this so much, and I've hardly stitched on it. I just love it. 32 count weeks parchment. And the blue is, I switched to Gentle Arts Dungarees instead of Tin Bucket because I wanted more of a blue. Is that the way? No, it is this way. Yeah, so I don't know why I didn't put that on my WIPGO board. I do love it. Maybe I'll try to get it out this summer. Anyways, this was a Garon Stitchery bag. This one made by Mama Joan. Another, I think it's a Blackbird's fabric. All right, next is Blackbird Designs, Sweetland to Liberty book, Salute to Abigail. I did work on this year. And this is the book. You've all seen it. And Salute to Abigail is this one. And I did put this on my WIPGO board. What did I put? And these are my colors. I don't know if you guys remember. I used Color and Cotton on the colors, and I love it so much. I think it's just a 3, yeah. Oh, and there's a white. Here. Almond. All right, what a mess. Okay, so I put a finish. Let's see. I couldn't remember where I was. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. You know, a large portion of it is done. Let's see if I can try to do this and hold it up. You know, I bet I could finish that. If not, it will go back on WIPGO next year. But, you know, this actually is a very quick stitch. So you will see it is, oh, I don't know fabric. I have no idea the fabric. It's got to be a Weeks Dye Works, maybe Confederate Gray or something like that. All right. Next is The Tree of Magic by Barbara Anna with Nitka Moscow. Stitching Notions by Lisa Bagg, one of my Minnesota fabrics. This is what it looks like. It was one of the kits that she released, everything called for, and this is where I'm at. I did not put this on my WIPGO board this year. Bummer, because it's super cute. But you know, maybe I'll really crack some things up this year, or maybe I'll change it, or who knows? My WIPGO board, my rules, right? I already explained that board. The bag right before it, I don't think I said. This one is So Much to Love. All right, next is Caroline Behringer by Summer House Stitchworks in So Much to Love bag. This is what it looks like. And it's done in Gentle Arts wool, and that's what I'm using. And I have no idea the fabric. Oh yeah, wait, yeah I do. It is 32 counts Weeks Dye Works beige linen. And that is where I at, and I'm pretty sure I have this as a finish, which, you know, it's just all letters. It's not like it's, yeah, probably could do that. If I remember correctly, I stitched all of this at a weekend at the camper, so I think I probably can finish that. All right. And then that was started on September 10th, 2020. Next is by Bob Meow. It's Beetlejuice. Started on September 13th, 2020. Supposed to be a Sal with Julie from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. I don't think she started, and I literally like stitched on it very little. This is on a linen that I dyed myself that I tried and I hated how it turned out, but I actually think it's going to work real well for this. And there's his arm. Let me pull out what that looks like for you. I think I have a picture. Oh, yep, here it is. So that's his arm. And that's it. I know, not much. Maybe I'll send Julie a message and say, hey, should we work on that? But it's not on WIPGO or anything like that. And this bag is from Threads Entwined. And it's a Northern Lights bag. But there's a Northern Lights chart that I want to stitch by Stitchrovia, so that might get swapped. All right. Next, I think is going to be a UFO. I literally have zero desire to work on this, and I think I might sell it as the kit with, I don't know if I'd sell the bag though, but coming to America. I do have the box that it came in as well. I just don't know where I put it, but I have it. And I got it as the kit with the box, and it has a needle minder, and I just have zero desire to stitch it, and that's all the further I am. So I was toying around since July when I did my WIP parade if I wanted to UFO this, and I think I'm going to because it's sitting there. It's going to sit there. It's never going to be a priority for me. So I am going to put that on here as UFO. And I do want to do a D-stash soon on my D-stash Instagram page, so. Okay, next, that bag was from 805 Stitcher, but I can use it for another heritage piece that I'm using, so I probably won't sell the bag. Next is Winter White Santa, Mirabilia, started September 22nd, 2020, and I did just work on this in December, and I love it, and I've showed that in my Flossmas. This bag is also the 805 Stitcher, and this is what it looks like. And I did make some great progress. That is where I'm at. So much more to go, but it is beautiful. I love it so much, and I love stitching on it. All right, next is the last one in my basket, so then I'll have to pause and reset my basket. This one is Shannon Christine Designs, Jeweled Bobbles, lots of beading. And I did not work on this year, unfortunately. I loved stitching it, so I'm not sure why I got it out, but I think it was because I was having so much fun with Winter White Santa. But this is where I'm at. I do already have some beading done on it. I don't know if you can tell. But I love it. It reminds me of my grandparents and all the freaking amazing ornaments that they had. Ugh, just love it. There's lots of Kreinik in this one, beads. And this is in an 805 Stitcher bag as well. I started that on September 2nd, 2020. November 22nd, 2020. Wasn't sure if I said that. All right, now we are into 2021. And I'm going to stop here, load my basket, and we will continue with 2021 and 2 starts for 2022 so far. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That was a little bit of a mess. I found 3 WIPs that I didn't have on my spreadsheet from 2021. So I have updated stats. I think I will actually put a little note at the beginning of the video, but I started 2022 with 49 WIPs. I've UFO'd 3 of them now and 2 starts. So I started the year with 49 WIPs. I've had 2 starts, so now I'm up to 51. And since I've taken 3 off, I've down to 48, but I'm not gonna put that at the beginning of the video because I wanna put last year's stats. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so the first start of 2021 was a year at Hawk Run Hollow doing a sal with Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching. We did start the year off strong and then kind of petered out because these are beasts. So this is a year at Hawk Run Hollow. Each of these I think are like 95, 92, 95 by 95, almost full coverage for the most part. I mean, not almost, but large chunks. And I got through, this is being stitched on 1 second here. .40 count bee stitch me in the color Peanut and using all the called for NPIs. And I got done through April. I'm gonna fold this and bring it up closer for you. That is where I'm at. I think Stephanie got through March, if I remember correctly. We were just talking about that we should probably get this back out this year, but I do have this on my WIPGO board. Let's see, what did I put it on? One block. So to get May done, which is quite full. So that is where I actually really enjoy stitching on this. It is just, I feel like a little more time consuming for various obvious reasons, I mean. So yeah, that, and here's all the NPI colors. I have it in a Bags Plus thing. So that was my first start of 2021, and this bag is, I believe, made by Mama Jo. Nope, it is 805 Stitcher bag. All right, next is the Dreaming Girl Sal by Barbara Anna through Creative Poppies. I did give it a good go. I got quite a bit done. I am stitching this on, I know it is bee stitch. Sorry, I didn't put it in here. I'll type it quick. Sea Glass. The fabric is Sea Glass by Bee Stitch Me. And this is where I am at. So I do have quite a bit more to go up there, and then all of that under there I need to go. And I don't have, maybe I'll see if I can find a picture of the whole thing and put it here. But that's where I'm at. And let's see. I know I was thinking about putting it on my WIPGO board, but I didn't. I'm not in any hurry to get it done, but this bag is also by the 805 Stitcher. And this was one of the New Orleans ones that she did for me as well. I love it so much. Alright, next is Halloween Quaker. This is on my WIPGO board, and this one was called for this month. I have it on my WIPGO board twice, and 10 hours each. So we all know what that looks like. I am doing it on the called for fabric, 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus, and all the called for flosses, with the exception of I am going to do glow in the dark for the spider web, the moon, and the ghost. And then I did buy this for the witch, because I wanted her to kind of be like stand out a little bit, shimmery or whatever. Everybody says that floss is terrible, so I think I'm going to go back and get Diamant to use. But this is where I am. I got that huge beast of a motif done, so I call that a win. But yeah, so I have 2 blocks, 20 hours total for this one this year, because I love stitching on it and I do want to make some really good progress. So all right, next one is Gold Dimensions Gold Collections Petites in a I don't know where this bag came from. To be honest, I don't have a clue. I can't remember where I bought it. This is I think is how you say it, Beautiful Geisha Girl. I'm using everything, the kit stuff, obviously, with the exception as I swapped out the fabric with Be Stitch Me 18 count tiramisu. This is how far I am. And the reason why I switched it out is because there's some very like floss in the background to make it kind of, you know, and I don't want to do that. So I pulled this. I think it's going to look really good once I get it filled in. It looks a little wild right now, but I think it'll look good when I get that filled in, and I do not have that on my list this year. This was started on February 14th. No. Halloween Quaker was started on February 14th, 2021. This was started on March 2nd, 2021 for part of the Stitch Asia hashtag, bringing awareness to the HELL that Asian people have been put through since COVID. All right, next is Peacemaker by Teresa Corbett, started on April 20th, 2021, and I love this. I have this on my board for 10 hours as well. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I think if I remember last year, 10 hours was really easy, so maybe I'll up those. I don't know. But this is Peacemaker. I'm typically not into angels at all, but her face, there was something about her face, and the teal colors, just love it. Called for colors, all DMC. And this is where I'm at. I don't know the fabric. Looks like a cream of some sort. But that is where I'm at. Just have half of her face, and then I started on her wings. The wings are not filled in at all in her halo. So I can't wait to stitch on this again this year, because she is beautiful. And this is a Made by Mama Joan bag. Second, I will show you in a second here. It's a beautiful, I believe this was a Blackbird print as well. All right. Next is hashtag Netkodetka, started cross stitch BDSM, blends don't scare me, or backstitch don't scare me. And this was a Russian designer. I don't know how to say the name. It Nadezhda Mastavacha, something like that. This is what it looks like. Yeah, that's the, I was like, is that the chart? No, that's the mock-up. And I love it. It's beautiful. And I might try to do it without the backpack. I think, you know, it's a white coat. I think I can kind of just bring it down. My nose is so itchy. And do some shading. I think it'll be fine. I'm stitching this on, I didn't put it in here, but I know it is called Artemis by Bee Stitch Me. And it is a even weave. And I did not get, I don't like leaving needles. I've been taking some needles off. I did not get very far. That's her hair. And I don't even think I worked on a blend. No, nope, no blends yet. No back stitches yet, but I do love it because I love the Northern Lights. You all know that. Made by Mama Joan bag again. I believe Blackbird fabric. Next is Little Summer Sampler by Lottie Da. So Much to Love bag. Sal with Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions, and Dana Baxton was working on it too. I think that's how you say your name. Grab the wrong bag. Nope, that wasn't next. This one was next, that's why. So we'll go back to that one. The next one is All Through the Night, a Sheltering Tree. Started this with Andrea Hearts Needle Arts. She lives here in Minnesota. We met up at Stitchville. It was super fun. This is the chart. Friendship is a Sheltering Tree. And I'm stitching it on 40 count fabrics by Stephanie in the color Murtagh, and I am stitching it with a Gloriana that I have been wanting to stitch with for a very long time. It's the Harvest Grape. Beautiful. And it goes perfectly on this Fabrics by Stephanie. Fold that up a little bit. And I loved stitching this one too, so I don't know why I didn't put that on my list. Should have. Silly me. That was started on June 18th, 2021. I don't know if I've been saying 2020 by accident. This new segment was all 2021. Okay, next is a little Summer Sampler by Emily C. Sal with Emily C. by Lottie Da. This is what it looks like. I'm using the called for colors and 28 count color and cotton tea leaves. And I am almost done. This is on my WIPGO board for a finish. Super pretty. This stitched up really fast, so I do not anticipate it taking very long at all. So Much to Love bag. So is this. I didn't know if I said that. All right, next is Needle in Hand by Hello from Liz Matthews. This was a Acorns and Thread, their 25th anniversary Zoom. And this was an exclusive. I think that she's released it now, but maybe some edits. I'm not sure, but this is what it looks like. The kit came with it. And it is on 36 count bisque linen from Color and Cotton using the called for threads. And this is all the further I made it. But it's so cute. I didn't put this on my WIPGO board either. These are the colors. They're super pretty. Kind of get the gist. Beautiful. Maybe I'll pull that out at some point. This is a Made by Mama Joan bag. Mama Joan is from Minnesota, and it's a Minnesota bag. Next is A Changed World by the Scarlet House. Sal, hosted by Samry Stitches and I, using Be the Change Sal hashtag. There's still plenty of time to join this, you guys. I love this piece. I love stitching on it. The last time I stitched on it was the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat in October. And this is where I'm at. Something's making it look red, pink. I don't know why. Move that out of the way. Beautiful. I love stitching on this. It's so crazy with patterns. The colors don't even pop on the pattern, and then you get this, and it's stunning. Love it. Started that on July 11th, 2021, using all the called for colors. I do have this on my WIPGO board, I think for 10 hours. Yep, 10 hours, which I don't think I'll have a problem getting more than that. All right, next is Stitching Oceans by Lisa bag, tarot cards. I love this bag, it's so cool and how fitting. I have Barbara Anna's A Wicked Plant All Hallows Eve, and I am using Michelle's conversion, Michelle Bendy. She actually sent me all of her leftover flosses. And using Color and Cotton Chimney Sweep because one of her colors, there wasn't much left to it. This one. Old Tombstones, whatever brand that was, that's all she had left. So I'm doing Chimney Sweep by Color and Cotton, and I'm doing it on 36 count B Stitch Me that does not have a name, and I love this, and that's what I got so far. Pretty. And I have this on my WIPGO board. I put finish. I may be crazy on that one, but I might change that to 10 hours. We'll see. It just looks like it won't be much, but I think it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I don't know if I said, I started that on August 4th, 2021. On August 8th, 2021, I started the Primitive Needle, which is hollow. Doing this as a sale with Alexis, My Amazing World, and Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. And I'm using the called for colors, which was redonkulous to buy because there are a lot. But this is Witch's Hollow. I was lucky enough to put on, I think, the In Search of Facebook group. I put this on there, and I found it with the called for fabric in 40 count vintage pair by Lakeside Linens. And those are the call for flosses, Bags Plus. And that is what I have done. I freaking love this, and I do have it on my board. For 10 hours. Hi, Megs. 10 hours. And this bag is owl, vintage owl, something like that. I love it. I love it because it's a bigger size, which is perfect for when I use big things like this. All right, so that was started on August 8th, 2021, which is Hollow Sal is what we're using. Next is started on August 21st, 2021, Stitching Bee 82. I always forget the numbers after her bag name. I think she's finished it. It's a super easy stitch. I don't know why I didn't get it finished, but I practiced Stitchcraft by Willow Hill Samplings. And I don't have a thing in here, but basically that's it with the border. Maybe another pumpkin up here. This is XU Designs Jack-O-Lantern. Jack-O-Lantern linen by XU Designs. Or no, Jack-O-Lantern or it's either Jack-O-Lantern. I think it's called Jack-O-Lantern. But I have this on my WIPGO board. Do I? I don't. But I'm gonna finish it this year because there's not much left and this stitched up really fast. So this is just in a generic bag from Amazon. All right. Next is started on August 23rd. This was for Alexis's birthday. I think it was like 33rd birthday sale or something like this. She wanted everyone to start a Nora Corbett memorabilia. So I started Miss Ladybug. She's so pretty. And this, I think, is like a Confederate gray or beige or something by Weeks. I'm not quite sure. 32 count, because that's what you use for Mira's and Nora's, and that is where I'm at. Did I put I did not put this on my thing for this year, but I should have. We'll see. It's up for debate whether I make some changes or not. It's like when you're trying to make your WIPGO board, you're like trying to go through things and, you know. Next is Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. Started this with Carla Rolodex stitches. I think she's finished it. And the hashtag was something about hot mess, if I remember correctly. And this is all I have done, and I have no idea what's up or down, because that's, it is this way, because that is her dress. Using called for flosses, this is on a 28 count. I think it's called Cloud or something, that was dyed by my friend Sharon. She was the dyer behind Crescent Colorworks before it went to Classic Colorworks. So I got that pretty piece of fabric from her. Next is, we're getting there, you guys. Started at the Midwest Farm Girl Gatherings Retreat. Started this on October 16th, the day that Brenda Gervais did her demonstration or her thing. And she signed my box and she signed the chart too in here. But this is Santa Stops Here. Kind of getting darker in here. And I did start it. I do have this on my WIPGO board for 10 hours, I think. I would ideally want to be cool to finish before next year. And I think it's this way. I just started on the house when I was there. But that stitched up pretty quick, so I love that. And I don't have that in a project bag just yet. So it's still in the box, which is good enough for now. And then I have the Christmas Advent. You guys have seen that recently. Crochet a Go-Go Christmas Advent sale with Jan Hicks. I will put a picture up here if I remember. But I did get started, and that is where I'm at. I did get a bunch of the border done, and then the first 4 blocks in December, I got those done. Using all of the called for DMC, which is a lot, so I did buy them all individually. And then, so that was 11/20/2021. This bag is by Kindred Stitcher Lisa. All right, this one is in a bag by 805 Stitcher. This one you just saw on my Instagram. I haven't shown it yet, but this is my New Year, New Start by Chatelaine, and it's called Mini Mandala 3. See if I can get up as close as I can, focusing. You can see I have some beads on there already. I love the colors. It's everything called for. I did get the kit from European Cross Stitch, and I used the NPIs, so all of the things are in there. And then this is a 32 count cream by Zweigert, I think. So I love it. And on here I did, oh, it goes this way actually. I did stitch the word top, so I knew which way was the top, because I can see how that one would get you all kinds of confused. This is gonna be a long video, you guys. All right, and the last one I started in 2022, so that was 01/01/2022. This one I started on the 2nd of January 2022. This is an exclusive kit sold by Acorns and Threads for the Homespun Cross Stitch group, Homespun Sampler Cross Stitch group, and I ordered the kit with the black. I started this last Sunday with my friend Jaffe. She's a climbing stitcher on Instagram. I met her at the retreat. Just love her. She's so sweet. We Skyped or Zoomed or FaceTimed for like an hour and a half. So we both started it together, and I worked on this yesterday and today, and I've gotten, so when I started with her, I just had one, I had the little smoke done, the little white curly smoke done, and then yesterday and today I've gotten all of the rest of that done, and the house color is Dolphin by Gentle Arts, I believe, and I love that. So that is what I'm currently working on, and that is on my this was on my WIPGO board because it was kitted, and my WIPGO board, it could be considered finished if I do 5 days. So some days will be more stitching than others. Yesterday and this morning I got quite a bit of stitching done. When Jaffe and I started, we talked a lot, so, but I still consider that a day. So yeah, you guys, that is it for my WIPGO parade, my 2022 WIPGO board. This is gonna be a long video. I hope you guys are ready for it. Sorry I got it up late. I know like people like to get it up around the first of the year. I was a little bit late. I don't know if I'll even get it up. Today is Sunday. What is it? I don't even know. 7th, 8th, somewhere in there. So I don't know if I'll get it up yet today. I'm gonna try to, but I think Jeff and I might watch a movie, and Maggie's in here. Maggie, do you want to say goodbye? Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Say goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching my mommy's video. I know it's very long because I've been waiting for her the whole time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. I will talk to you soon. My next video will be a regular update. I will do the drawing for my giveaway from my Flossmas wrap-up video, and yeah. All right, bye, guys.